Welcome back. Tonight, Mid-Missourians will help elect a freshman representative for Missouri's 4th Congressional District, which covers parts of mid and western Missouri. Republican Mark Alford is taking on Democrat Jack Truman. KMU 8's Leah Vredenbregt is live in Raymore, where Alford is hosting his watch party. Leah.
Columbia is on the far east side of the 4th Congressional District, and I'm in Raymore. Columbia is on the far east side of the Congressional District, and I'm in Raymore, which is on the far west side of the Congressional District by about 2 hours. Mark Alford has not arrived yet, but doors open around 7 o'clock. For the first time in more than a decade, the 4th Congressional District will have a new face representing it in Washington. Republican Mark Alford has run on a mostly conservative campaign of Second Amendment protections, anti-abortion views, and protecting the southern border. His Democratic opponent, Jack Truman, has run a mostly virtual campaign and is having a virtual watch party tonight. Alford's team confirmed with me that he will be speaking tonight after results are in. We'll have updates on air and online at KOMU.com. In Raymore, Leah Vredenbregt, KOMU 8 News.
Moving on this evening, the 4th Congressional District will have a new representative in D.C. in January. KMU 8's Leah Vredenbregt is live in Raymore at candidate Mark Alford's watch party. Hey, Leah.
I'm at Tavern on the Moor here in Raymore. A couple dozen of Republican candidate Mark Alford supporters are here at his watch party. His Democratic opponent, Jack Truman, is having a virtual watch party tonight on Zoom. This is the first time in more than 10 years that a new face will represent the district in Washington. Current Representative Vicky Hartzler has held the seat since 2011. Alford is not here yet, but his team tells me that he'll be making a speech at the end of the night when results are in. In Raymore, Leah Vredenbregt, KOMU 8 News.
Another race we're following is the battle for Missouri's 4th Congressional District. It's the seat previously held by Vicky Hartzler, and we're following this race at Mark Alford's campaign. That's where you find KMU 8's Leah Vredenbregt. Leah, what's it look like there?
I'm at the Tavern on the Moor here in Raymore. Republican 4th District candidate Mark Alford walked in about a half hour ago and he received a round of applause from his supporters. There's a few dozen supporters here right now waiting to eventually hear from Alford at the end of the night. His team did confirm with me that once results are in, he will be speaking. First results are trickling in, but it's not clear yet who has won this election, Mark Alford or Democrat Jack Truman. Live at Tavern on the Moor in Raymore, Leah Vredenbregt, KOMU 8 News.
So we have the race for Missouri's 4th Congressional District. It's the seat that was previously held by Vicky Hartzler. So no matter what happens here tonight, the winner will be a freshman representative for this freshly drawn district. With 67% of precincts reporting, Representative Republican Mark Alford is the winner here with 74% of the vote. We heard from him earlier on KMU 8 News on the CW. He gave a victory speech there. And Jack Truman, the Democrat, sitting at 24% of that vote. KMU 8's Leah Vredenbregt is in Raymore covering Mark Alford's campaign for that seat. So Leah, what's the scene like there?
Emily, crowds are celebrating here at Mark Alford's campaign victory. Now, crowds are starting to dissipate, and Mark Alford gave a speech just moments ago talking about his victory. He said he thanks his supporters, including his family, current Representative Vicky Hartzler, and his volunteers. He talked about the role that faith played in his campaign. He even quoted 1 Timothy during his speech. As far as his positions, he talked about being anti-critical race theory, supporting parents' rights, and funding police. He said, quote, "Missourians believe in America first." In Raymore, Leah Vredenbregt, KOMU 8 News. I'm here with 4th District Republican-elect Mark Alford. Mark, how does it feel tonight?
It feels great. I'm just honored that all these people are here to support us, that we've had so much support for the 13 months that we've been out on the road, 70,000 miles, all 24 counties at least once, many of them twice and 3 times. And I'm just honored that people put their trust in me to be their voice.
Now, this is going to be your first time in Washington. Have you talked with the other Republicans that are going to be with you in January?
Yeah, we have been up there several times just talking with people, getting advice, and they've been very friendly. I know from Leader McCarthy that we are going to take action beginning January 3rd. definite action items that are going to help take back America and change this craziness that we're involved in, this woke, broke culture. We want to be stable and able. Yes. And the Republicans now, we have truth over the lies, we have order over the chaos, and we have solutions, actionable items that you're going to start seeing January 3rd.
Thank you very much. Is there anything else you want to talk about?
I just appreciate everyone, and thank you for your coverage. And let's go, America!
Thank you. That was 4th District Republican Mark Alford. I'm here in Raymore tonight where Republican candidate Mark Alford is having his watch party. His Democratic opponent Jack Truman is having a virtual watch party. In fact, most of his campaign has been virtual. Last week, I sat down with Jack Truman and asked him how his virtual campaign has been.
I think it's really helped this campaign because once something's out there on the internet, it just stays out there.
Truman says he understands the 4th District is historically conservative, but he says he wants voters to have a choice.
I'm running because if I wasn't running, people wouldn't have a choice. They wouldn't have an option. And a vote for Jack Truman is really a protest vote against our current political system.
We'll have live updates on the 4th Congressional District on air and online at KOMU.com. In Raymore, Leah Vredenbregt, KOMU 8 News.
Let's take a look at the race for Missouri's 4th Congressional District. For the first time in a decade, Vicki Hartzler's seat was up for grabs. So the winner will be a freshman representative for the newly drawn district. With 99% of precincts reporting, Republican Mark Alford has just over 181,000 votes. Democrat Jack Truman has over 66,000. KOMU 8's Leah Vredenbregt introduces us to the new Congressman-elect.
Former Kansas City News anchor Republican Mark Alford will be representing Missouri's 4th Congressional District in the U.S. House of Representatives in January. During a victory speech last night, Mark Alford thanked his supporters, his family, and current Representative Vicki Hartzler. Vicki Hartzler has held the seat since 2011. In his speech, he talked about the role that faith has had in his campaign. He even quoted 1 Timothy. He talked about being anti-critical race theory, supporting parents' rights, funding police, and believing in rural America. He said, quote, "Missourians believe in America first," and went on to say, "Capitalism is king, but God is still on the throne."
I believe in America that lifts people up, that inspires and encourages, that finds solutions, not faults, and always asks the question, how do we get it done? And finally, I believe in America first.
Alford was up against Democrat Jack Truman for this election. In Raymore, Leah Vredenbregt, KOMU 8 News.